And Robin said, no, I don't know her. Bitch, we watched the whole episode where you met her and then blew her off, but you met her. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life of Poetry. I'm Poetry. You are here for Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 3, Episode 5, Recap and Review, Shade in the Bubble. This episode was absolutely boring to me. There was not much to talk about. They didn't give me much, and I unfortunately am not going to give you much in this review at all. We start off with Ashley. She's at a yoga class. She's trying to get certified to be a yogi. She invites Giselle and Candace down. Surprisingly, Giselle likes Candace, you know. She says that she likes her better than most people that she recently met, i.e. Monique Samuels. I thought they got past that. I thought her and Giselle was done with the whole I can't stand each other thing, but I guess not, because that's what this whole episode was pretty much was about. I am kind of surprised, though, that she took to Candace like she did, because the first thing that comes out of her mouth is, I'm getting married. She flashing the ring. You know, she don't like the fact that Monique's flashy. And then she starts to talk about how her soul white brother, fiance, has a pink dick. But she didn't like the fact that Ashley was talking about Michael's dick when they first met. So, okay, but she likes Candace. I guess that's okay. Giselle brings up that Ashley, is supposed to be getting a prenup extended with Michael. They ain't even been married a doggone long, so what extension? But that's okay. But I was just surprised at the fact that she brought this up in front of Candace. Like, you don't know how well they know each other to be putting her business out there like that. Maybe Ashley didn't want her to know about that. But then she goes in and starts asking Ashley about whether or not she's getting a prenup. And Ashley's like, no, I don't think I'm going to need it. She's the breadwinner, so she don't feel like she needs a prenup. I actually have not really given much thought to a prenup myself. When I got married, I didn't have one. When we got separated, I didn't care. I wanted to give him everything back, including his name. So, here, take it all. Whatever. I'm fine, bro. I don't need nothing you got. If you anything in this house you won't take it with you. That's how I was feeling. Except for my car. My car is the only thing I asked for in my doggone divorce. And that was it. But yeah, she said, you know, his pockets ain't fat. And Candace, I told you just one thing that I don't like about Candace is that she seems embarrassed by Chris. She wants to make sure that he puts her in a good light, and especially because he's white. If you're that embarrassed about being with the man that you gotta like tell him to not be himself, or you gotta try to big up his penis size, or you gotta make sure that everybody know you the one that's the breadwinner, that Chris really ain't got no money, he come from, you know, nothing beginnings or whatever. That annoys me about Candace. That annoys me. Other than that, she seemed to be okay so far. Anyway, Raven is on her way back to college for her 3rd year in school, and I don't know what it is about these ladies. I love to see them interact with their children. I love to see Karen with Raven. I love to see Giselle with Adore. I can't even think of her kids' names now. Angel and Grace. I love to see those 3 kids. I love to see Monique with Milani, and I can't think of her little boy's name. Oh my goodness. The only one who doesn't move me like that is Robin. So in 3 years, I can honestly say I don't like her little boys. I don't see anything beautiful about the relationship that she has with her children. Like, so far, at least this season, just this season alone, we done seen Karen give some serious talks to Raven. Just some good tips, instilling some life lessons in her. And every time we see her on the screen with Raven, the same thing. Even when she had her son on her, I felt that same vibe. Even Charisse, when she was with her daughter and her son, she still tried to instill in them some life lessons, on top of the fact that Charisse was like super extra bougie with it. But other than that, I just don't see it for Robin. I don't feel for her nor her family. It just, her boys irk. And I know y'all say don't talk about the kids, but her boys irk me. Maybe it's just bad editing on Bravo's part, but after 3 years? Okay, so anyway, Candace and Chris, they go out to eat, and they sit down and chat about the prenup conversation that she had with the ladies. And she's starting to give it some more serious thought because, again, she is the breadwinner. And Chris is like, fine, whatever. I don't care. Whatever you want me to sign, I'll sign it. I came into this without nothing. I can leave here without nothing. I'm moving to your house. I have no problem signing it. Easy peasy. She happy. She realized this is the man that I'm supposed to be with. So she happy about that. So moving on, we learned that Chris's restaurant is a barbecue joint called Pitmaster Barbecue. I looked it up on Google. I looked it up on Yelp. He has damn good ratings at that restaurant. It's located in Alexandria, Virginia. But on the website, Chris's name is nowhere to be found. The name on the signage that they showed us on the show was Myra Mixon, and when I go to the website, that's the face of Myra Mixon on the website. It says that he's the owner. At first I was like, bravo, you got the right place. But Chris kept on mentioning that that was his place. And I went to Chris's Twitter, and it's a link for it on his Twitter page that says that he's the owner / restaurateur. But on the website, there is no mention of Chris being an owner. Matter of fact, I got an exact quote. It says, celebrity pitmaster Myra Mixon partners with barbecue championship judge Joe Corey and head pitmaster John Bennett to bring world champion barbecue classics to Myra Mixon Pitmaster Barbecue, which opened in Alexandria, Virginia in 2017. There's no mention of Chris at all. So I was like, well, let me look up the definition for restaurateur, because I thought that I understood what it meant. I thought that means that you was a proprietor or owner or something like that. So I had to look up the Webster's Dictionary for it and see if there was an alternate definition. There is an alternate definition. The other alternate definition means that they could be managing the restaurant. Okay, so I'm thinking, y'all lying. He don't own this restaurant. He just manages it. So I tried to Google some more. I did some deep thinking, some deep digging on him. You know, I looked more. I ended up with Chris's LinkedIn page. Back in 2015, he was an assistant manager at Chili's. He was an assistant manager at Starbucks. And he had been working as an executive chef at this place called Amore for like 12 years. That was in 2015, around the time that he met Candace. As of February, on his Twitter account, he had 43 followers. And he was entering into different giveaways so he can get 1 Bitcoin. And upset that he wasn't winning those Bitcoins. And then when Candace was announced that she was going to be on this show, then his page turned to all Real Housewives of Potomac stuff. He had maybe 159 followers now. So I did some more searching. I pulled up net worth. They said that he's worth $3 billion. We all know this ain't true. We all know this ain't true. He ain't worth $3 billion. They basing that $3 billion worth on the owners of Pitmaster, which is not Chris Bennett. That is Myra Mixon, the celebrity chef. So I don't know why they trying to sell us this lie. Chris don't own that restaurant. He's a manager there. Maybe he tried to buy into it. If he is, he has such a small percentage in partnership that they don't even list him on the restaurant website as an owner. Myra Mixon, Joe Corey, and John Bennett. Those are the 3 owners, and their pictures are on the website. Chris's picture is nowhere to be found. Matter of fact, if you go to Chris's Twitter and Chris's Instagram, he doesn't have any information about the website. I mean, about the restaurant. No pictures, no, just showing people, this is my business. And this is what I'm buying into. Maybe Candace bought into it when the show started. Because on the net worth website, that's what it says, that Candace and Chris share a passion for the restaurant business, which drew them together. She was working as a host at the restaurant that he managed. Remember, he managed Starbucks and Chili's, so maybe she was the host at Chili's because he was an executive chef at Amore. In Amore, he was the executive chef there for 12 years. They lying about Chris, y'all. They lying. And it's not Amore, it's Azure, the restaurant that he was an executive chef there. But the ones he was the managers, he was the assistant managers at Chili's and Starbucks. And his LinkedIn page says he still currently is as well. Anyway, the barbecue place is going to be catering And Chris and them are going to be hosting a bubble soccer game. This is where you get inside a big ass plastic bubble, you bounce each other around, and you try to kick a damn soccer ball. And Candace warns him again, don't embarrass me in front of my black friends. That's pretty much what she's saying. So while Monique is at home with the kids, Hank is there as well. Charisse show up. And I'm like, Lord, why do they keep forcing us to watch Charisse? Please stop. Bravo, please stop. Well, Monique invited her to Kansas soccer game, and she throws all the shade she can about the flyer, about it being childish, and how she not going to even bother to read it because it's not in her age group. And Hank reads it, and then Monique mentions how Hank can read better than Giselle, and she need to hire a ghost reader to read her book for her. And Charisse is that type of shady-ass bitch that she going to run tell that to Giselle, even though she considers Monique a little sister. Bet any money on it. So we go over to ridiculous-ass Robin's house. And she invited Giselle, Karen, and Charisse over to help her paint. Well, she wanted the original Real Housewives of Potomac crew there. Y'all only been on the earth for like 2 years, 3 years. Y'all ain't nobody for real. Y'all ain't nobody. Anyway, Charisse bougie ass came neither dressed to help or was willing to help. Robin tell them, go ahead and write something on the wall before we paint over it. Karen started with, you know, the God Bless the Hugers thing that, what's her face had as a hashtag on her t-shirt. And then Charisse writes what Monique said about Giselle and the reading issue. Like I said, shady bitch. I told y'all she was going to do that. Well, anyway, of course, Giselle's like, oh, she is shady and simple, whatever. So, remember the first episode, I said that these girls were going to be divided by age. If y'all don't remember me saying that. And I think this is the start of it right here. They're going to separate these girls by age, or they're going to do what Basketball Wives did. They're going to separate them about this is the original crew here, and this is the new crew here. That's what they're going to do. I already see it. And it's so played out, so done with. I'm done with it. See how tired I look in my face right now? You see how the bags... Real Housewives of Potomac just weighing me down this episode. Anyway, Karen asked, have you met Candace? And Robin said, no, I don't know her. Bitch, we watched the whole episode where you met her and then blew her off, but you met her. And you met her by name. No, Ashley came up and said, this is Candace. And she said, who? Oh, hi. Yeah, matter of fact, I don't even think she really gave it a smile. So, but she said, yeah, she don't know her. And Giselle and Karen, they put the boys out, so I guess the shade is about to begin. Well, Giselle makes mention of Chris's brown penis again. And somehow we go on to how broke Robin has been, and she don't never want to be broke again. That's why she working so hard. And how she got her gas cut off, and it was like the lowest point in her life. Girl, I think... every household in America done had some electricity cut off or some utility cut off at least once. Maybe, at least once. For maybe a day, even a half hour or whatever. I personally had my gas cut off for 2 years. I got my gas cut off, and then when I got the bill paid up, I didn't bother to cut it back on for 2 daggone years. And you ask, did I take cold showers? No, I didn't take cold showers. What I did was I heated that damn water up on the stove, and I made me a hot bath that way. Like, do they not have bathtubs in Potomac or wherever the fuck they live at? Just live in Maryland. They have bathtubs there. I heated the water up. We had a big ass pot that's like a big coffee pot like McDonald's had with their tea. And you plug that bitch in and it heated the water up. And it stayed heated up all day. We cooked with it. I had an electric stove. I had an electric eye. I had electric wok. I had an electric skillet. I had an electric toaster. I got electric. Matter of fact, I got gas in this house right now. I have not used my oven. I use my electric toaster oven all the time. I don't use my gas. When I moved into this house in 2005, I didn't even want to turn the gas on. I just did it anyway because of how big this house was. And I figured it'd be easier to heat this way than use my space heaters. But I was comfortable without gas. You could live without gas. You could do it. But that was the lowest point in Robin's life. I mean, I guess for some people it could be if you ain't never had it cut off before. But Robin, from the explanation that you give about y'all upbringing, y'all done had electricity cut off, or the gas cut off, or the phone cut off, or the cable, something cut off before. Stop it, girl. Anyway, Ashley tells Michael about her meeting with her mom. And she tells him that, like, she can't cut her mom off. There's no way she can cut her mom off 100%, but that is not what they discuss. And that's what Michael said, is you're going to have to do something. Because if it doesn't happen, they can't move forward in their relationship. And he was like, you know, we need to get this done. We need to get this problem out of the way so we can start focusing more on us and rebuilding our relationship. And I totally agree with Michael. Your mom is a sponge, Ashley. She's a sponge. And take it from somebody who knows. Your mom is a damn sponge. The conversation actually went a lot better than I expected between them. I thought it was going to be a big blow up. I mean, he heard her, he understood, but he let her know, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. It's bubble soccer day. Sherman ain't coming. Giselle lied and told Robin that he was down in Miami looking at his condo, but Giselle told us that she didn't even bother to tell Sherman that the game was happening. You know, he used to play professional basketball. He didn't get her to play no damn soccer. Okay, whatever. Robin, Juan didn't come with her. I don't know what his excuse was. They didn't even bring it up. They don't want us to focus on the fact that her and Juan still don't do shit together. She sit there and tell that lie again, that she ain't never met Candace. This is going to be my first time meeting her. It's like, really, bitch? She's straight to her face when they walked up said, oh, I'm so happy to meet you. I've never met you before. Candace's like, yeah, we did meet. We met at Monique's party. And that's when Chris was like, yeah, we met you already. She's like, oh, I don't remember that. No, that couldn't have been me. I don't remember that happening. Yes, it did happen. It just, y'all, I can't stand Robin. I cannot stand Robin. You know, because the Candace was like, yeah, you know, you was kind of in your headspace or whatever. That was way before the whole situation with her and Monique popped off. So I don't know what headspace she was in other than being that bitch. That's all I can say. I can't stand her. I can't stand her. Anyway, Monique shows up with Hank. Chris didn't come either. But Chris could have fit in that damn bubble anyway. But, okay. Then her and Giselle fake hug, you know. And she said something to Giselle about, I didn't think that you was going to actually play out here. You know, you've actually been in it. And Giselle looking like, whatever, bitch. Now, she did get into the little bubble with Robin before they came. But once the game started, Giselle didn't get back in that damn bubble. She was done. None of these women came with their men. None of these women came with their husbands. And Candace said it too, like, this supposed to be a couples event. Where everybody's husbands at? I wonder how Chris felt about that. That nobody's husband actually showed up. At least him and Hank clicked at the party. But Hank ain't Monique's husband. Ashley did come through with Michael. You know what I'm saying? He old as a motherfucker too. And Karen used that excuse. That's why Ray didn't come, because he old. But Michael showed up. Anyway, Karen showed up in a dress and some heels, y'all. She was not playing. And she brought the white boy Matt. He played, didn't he? Or did he stand on the sidelines? I remember Karen and Giselle standing on the sideline. Anyway, they played a 2-minute and 47-second game. Thanks to Bravo for giving us that time clock. And by the time they got done with that 2-minute and 47-second game, the food wasn't there. The game was over because everybody was tired. It was hot in that damn bubble. They sat down. I'm done with my nose shit. They sat down at the picnic table and they pretty much just drilled Candace about her finances. About she said that her and her mama own the house together. They like, your mama pay your rent? No, you own the house together. My mom pay the mortgage. I pay the mortgage. That's her vacation home. Yada yada yada. Well, what did Chris pay? Me and Chris pay the other half of the money. You and Chris pay it. Yeah, her and Chris pay it. Well, what does Chris pay? What does Chris pay for anything? Well, Chris pays for her car note. And Chris pays for... It's none of y'all fucking business. And that's what Karen said. Let me help you out, girl. Let me just tell you, it ain't none of your motherfucking business. Tell them it ain't none of their business about your damn money. Whenever they bring up your money, tell them these bitches, it ain't none of your motherfucking business. Karen had to be drunk. Because she had Kool-Aid and moonshine. That's what was in that damn cup. Giselle complained about the thickness of it. Well, whatever. She probably needed all the extra sugar to coat the goddamn moonshine from burning your throat. But... Karen wig had a mishap, and she was like, wait a minute, what? She was in drunk mode. She was in drunk mama mode. She sounded like an old drunk. The food was taking long. They was complaining about that. Giselle was like, that's fine, I don't want to eat anyway. But when the food got there, it was some good old soul food, some greens, some macaroni and cheese, with sweet potato. Food looked good, and everybody said the food tastes good. So maybe if I'm in Virginia one day, I'll stop eating. Because like I said, it do got good reviews. I don't eat everybody's barbecue, though. I don't eat everybody's barbecue. But I don't know, it looked good. It looked good. But anyway, Candace realized that they was being they was interrogating her ass. They was interrogating. She said, you know, just like a dog, you gotta sniff your ass before they, you know, want to be cool with you. She said, yeah, let them don't sniff my ass. Get her down. That was it. That was the whole fucking episode. That was it. Did that do anything for y'all? Did y'all watch it? Tell me what y'all thought. Tell me if it was something that I missed that I should have gave life to. Because Robin's a liar. We get too much fucking screen time from Charisse. The friendships are all just... At least Michael showed up. That's all I can say, y'all. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Next week. Am I going to be here next week? I'll be here next week. Yeah, I'll be back for it. All right, y'all. Peace.